Hey everybody, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna be in the lounge at the airport. Uh, One of the many people that have had to deal with the airlines shutting down. So I spoke at a big conference in Savannah, Georgia yesterday. I was supposed to be back in Boise tonight, but all my flights yesterday got canceled, so I got another hotel in Savannah. I was able to get out of there tonight or this morning. I'm in Atlanta, then I get to go to Seattle, but I'll be back in Boise this afternoon. So excited to be there. I hope that you all have been good and we haven't had too many issues with the flights, but you guys are just all safe and had a great weekend and watched some good college football and just hung out with the family. And, we're getting into this last little part of the fourth quarter, which is crazy that we're already in November and we got this and the last month of December. But I've been reading a couple books recently. They've mentioned a couple things that really stuck out to me. One, I'm rereading The Energy Bus. Really cool. Timberline High School, where I'm coaching, the athletic director has all the coaches read this, and we're doing a book club, and that's the one we're doing is just The Energy Bus from John Gordon. Sorry, I'm near kind of the kitchen, and it's a little bit loud if you guys are hearing all that. But they shared a stat in there that was pretty troublesome. It just mentioned that on Monday mornings, 9 a.m., that's when the most people die. And so I searched that and looked at it. And when I looked online, it said between around early in the morning, between 8 and 9 in the morning on Mondays, there's a spike or an increase in death rates of heart attacks and things like that. And when you think about it, that's when people are going to work. And I think that's just super sad that our mindset gets us stuck into a hole where we would rather just be miserable instead of going to be where we are loved, where we're appreciated, and just working someplace that we really enjoy. So I just think just reflecting on that and making sure that your mindset is good. And if you're in a place that you're miserable, you don't like, man, go work someplace else. Or just thinking about the people that are coming in there to work with you and knowing that we can't make them want to be there, but you can make them hate it. And so just making sure that you're not doing anything to make them hate it, but that you're organized, right? And you're making it fun. So once again, not that there's a huge homework assignment for you to do that. I'm just sharing some inside info that I got that I wanted to relay. But the other book that I read is Winning by Tim Grover. And Tim Grover was the coach and trainer for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. I mean, this guy's coached with a few people. He has another book called Relentless. But in here, he has 13 kind of tips or whatever for success or for winning, really. But what I thought was really cool is that all 13 tips, he numbered them all number one. Not thinking that one was any less important than the other, but that they were all that important. And what he spoke on in one of the sessions or chapters was just that winning never lies. But like winning knows the truth. And so one thing that he would have his clients do, and this is what I want you all to do, is he'd have them sit down and just sit in a quiet space, and then they would just start writing all the lies. Right, like lying, like the lies that we tell ourselves, that maybe, about our health, about our exercise, about our relationships, about our effort at work, about the way we eat, about the way we drink, the way we treat people, or whatever it is, right? Like we all tell ourselves lies. And what Tim Grover went on to say is that to get what we want, we must first recognize and be who we are. And that it's easier to fake success than to actually be successful. And if we really want to live that life without regret, then we have to be honest with ourselves. And so this is a space where you can be as vulnerable and as real as you want to be with your groups. But the more vulnerable and the more real you are and the honest you are with yourself, and you call out those lies, okay, now we're on a path to fix it. Instead of just kind of hiding it or putting on a facade or whatever it is. I'm not going to tell you how vulnerable you guys need to be, but once again, if you are easily with your group and you know each other well enough that you can be truly honest with one another, you can sit in and just call out all the lies. And now we have the plan to actually move forward, because now we're truly honest. And so, I mean, it's a big assignment, but I love reflecting on that. I'm just thinking about my own life, whether it's You know, I mean, I've been traveling a lot, and then the way I've been eating has not been very good. You go from social event to social event, and so then all of a sudden you've had too many drinks. You know, my sleep has not been very good, and so these are things that I know I've been lying to myself, or I got to get it on point. And when I do that, now all of a sudden my life starts to get even better. Relationships better, health gets better, energy gets better, I sleep better, my exercise is better, work is better, my energy is better, like all of those things. Because once you're honest with yourself, now you can actually start fixing it. So hopefully you guys sit down and you do that. You have great conversations with your team over these next 2 weeks. Hopefully you're all safe traveling and everything else. The last thing I just want to mention in here is that I don't want us counting down, but counting up. Like counting up of how many more days that we have left, right? How many more days we have left of this 2025. Instead of like it's this doomsday, but counting up so we can actually get this thing moving and continuing to stack days on top of one another. And then that last little piece is that when we go into the new year, which is just around the corner, we all will make claims and New Year's resolutions and focuses of what we want to try to get better at. And then a lot of us claim that, man, 2026 is going to be the year. This is when we're going to do it. And a lot of people will just start the very first day like hungover. So I'm not saying like you can't, but man, if it's really going to be the best year ever, if this is really going to be our year, then I think we can all start that day one in a good place and ready to get after it. So I love you all. Go get it. Hope you guys can understand and hear this okay with the noise and everything that's around me. But take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.